Welcome to the end of week 22, update 21. I think the only thing I've really changed in that time is I've added a few more blue base plates. So shout out to Adam who sent me 8 blue base plates. I will be adding them sporadically throughout. Might add another one to Castle, I'm not sure, maybe another one to the Paradisa area, definitely to Pirates, possibly Western and Adventurers. I have an idea, so maybe, but they will definitely be put to good use. So other than that, I'll go ahead and show you the 7 new sets I added this week. So I'll let you look at it from the distant view first, as usual. Not sure that too many things will be greatly visible from this distance, but I always think it's nice to be able to see everything at once, for the most part. Starting in Castle, I did add a new series, which has mixed reviews as to whether it's Castle or not, and that is the original Ninja line. I don't really have extreme thoughts on whether it is or is not Castle. Like, it doesn't bother me when people say it is, it doesn't bother me when people say it isn't. No strong convictions on that, but this is Treasure Transport. And I only have a few Ninja sets, maybe 3 or 4, but I did want to add them because I do love that series. So that's the only addition in Castle. Coming down to Western and Adventurers, I did add another Dino Island set. And that's this one here with this little vehicle, as well as this little build here. And that's Dino Explorer. So I've got a little tiny dino section now. I'm very happy with that. Starting to come together and feel a little more cohesive in that section. Then we'll come down to Pirates, which actually got a relatively large set. Unfortunately, I think I'm very close to only having large sets left in Pirates. So that's going to make things really interesting really fast, but I added Skull Island this week, which is a personal favorite, although pretty much every set in my collection is a personal favorite. This was a bulk lot find, I think from last year. Never would have paid for that one, but very happy to have found it. Then coming to an absolutely magnificent space set for this week, which was an unbelievable gift. Shout out to Mike for the Galactic Mediator. I only had one tiny Space Police set, and this was a super fun and exciting surprise and build. I did boost it up so that it will go over the monorail. So if you haven't seen that video already, I did a daily video showing that, but I will show it again today. I don't know, whenever I boost stuff up, people are convinced I'm gonna knock it over, but this is not really an area I walk through. It's just, it comes to an end here. So there's really no way to knock it over. And if I do knock it over, that's kind of the point of Lego, is to build it and rebuild it. So I'm not super worried about it, but I do love boosting stuff up on these translucent pillars. Okay, coming down to Aquazone. I added a tiny set. I actually parted this one together. And this set, I think, was released like twice under different names, different themes, or like sub-series of Aquazone. So I just went with one of them since I parted it together and no one actually knows. That's this little guy right here. Love the translucent neon green hook hand, which does glow in the dark when the black lights are on. I'm sorry, Aqua Shark Dart for that set. Then we'll come on down to the Paradisa and Island Extreme Stunt section, which I did add another blue base plate to. And this week's edition was Snap's Cruiser, which is this tiny set here with those 2 little cones. I actually had that one still sealed and I opened it from the box. Quite a few sets are getting opened from the box for this. I guess I probably should have recorded it, but honestly, if it's in my collection and it's sealed, it's just because I hadn't had an opportunity to build and display it, and this is now that opportunity. So I've been opening quite a few sealed sets, which has been a lot of fun. And then finally, in the kind of classic town section, I added a childhood favorite set and a childhood favorite series, which was the soccer series, something I don't really see a ton of people talk about, and that's the Adidas Team Transport Bus. Unless something changes, I don't think I'll have room to add a soccer field, so I thought it would be fun to at least add one of the soccer team transport buses, since I loved that series so much as a kid. So that's everything I added this week, and I will go ahead and show you all with the monorails on, as usual, the train on, and then at the end, I'll turn the lights out, show the Aquazone and Space section, which is probably my favorite part of the video at this point. thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.